Why was a kitten purring while his eye was severely injured? That's the first thing the rescuers couldn't understand. When Uno was rushed to a local shelter in an emergency case, one of his eyes was so badly damaged it was beyond saving. But instead of hissing or hiding in fear, this tiny kitten purred, he chirped, he made biscuits with his little paws as if trying to tell the world, "I'm still here, and I still love." Uno's story is one of quiet resilience, of finding peace in pain and trust in the midst of trauma. The moment the team laid eyes on him, they knew there wasn't much time. His eye needed immediate surgery. The risk of infection spreading was dangerously high, but first, he needed nourishment and rest. So that night, Uno was fed well for the first time in what might have been days. He curled up in a warm, soft bed and finally safely slept. The surgery went beautifully. Uno woke up with just one eye, but nothing about his spirit had changed. In fact, it seemed brighter. His face now held a story of survival, and despite the missing eye, he remained one of the most expressive cats the rescuers had ever seen. His recovery began in a space filled with warmth, affection, and unwavering care. His caretaker made sure he was not just healing, but thriving. Every day, Uno was fed nutritious meals, bathed gently until his fur smelled sweet and felt like silk, and tucked into warm blankets for long, undisturbed naps. Uno responded in the most beautiful way by loving back. After every meal, he would climb onto his caretaker's lap, rubbing his head against them as if saying, "Thank you." His single eye glistened with gratitude. His soft purrs echoed through the quiet of the recovery room like a lullaby. Uno wasn't just healing physically, he was becoming part of something he had likely never known. A family. As the days passed, his caretaker began noticing something unexpected. Uno was trying to wag his tail. When he had first arrived, his tail was limp, likely from past trauma or nerve damage. It hung like a forgotten thread behind him. But now, little by little, it began to twitch, then lift, then stretch, a subtle sign that this small body was coming back to life. And it wasn't just his tail. Uno began to explore. He played with toys, chased shadows, and even started interacting with other cats. At first, he only connected with humans, but slowly he started gravitating toward his fellow feline residents. The more time he spent in his new home, the more his playful side bloomed. Uno was no longer just recovering, he was thriving. He was soon taken to the vet for the next step in his journey, neutering, blood work, and testing for FIV. Every result came back clean. It was official. Uno was healthy. With his medical chapter closing, a new one began. Uno was now part of a loving, nurturing environment. He had food every day, soft beds to rest in, friends to play with, and above all, he had people who truly loved him. But perhaps what makes Uno's story so remarkable is not the pain he survived, but the joy he never let go of. Even in the darkest moment, he kept purring. Even when his body was injured, his heart was wide open. And that's something we all can learn from. Uno's single eye doesn't define him. His past trauma doesn't limit him. What defines Uno is his gentle heart, his playful spirit, and his ability to trust again and again. He reminds us that resilience doesn't always roar. Sometimes it purrs.
Well done. Hi. Did you make it all the way down the stairs by yourself? Now you're trying to decide if you're gonna stay down here. Oh, you're gonna stay down here. What are you gonna do? Oh no. What did you get into? You're a troublemaker. Look at that tail. Look, it's all good. Huh? Good job with your tail. Oh no, did you find some sunshine? Hanging out with the big guy? Uh-oh. Dora wants to hang with Hagrid. Uno is there. What are you gonna do, Dora? You could just ignore him. Hi, boys. You having some nice sun time? Good boys. What's happening here? Oh no, that's not very nice, huh? He's just trying to say hi. Those are not very good manners. You're standing in your food bowl. He's so sad, Uno. Beds or anything comfortable to sleep on. So they're forced to sleep on rags in the hallway. Go. Dora, there's a little ruffian near you. Do you see him? What is he doing, Bob?
If this story moved you, please take a moment to share it. Share Uno's journey with your friends, your family, your followers, because stories like his deserve to be told. Leave a comment below to let us know what touched you most. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful rescue stories that remind us of the strength and beauty that live in every animal we save. Let's spread love one purr at a time.